Welcome to the DadBodSportsCard podcast. We're back here with Flinttown Sportscards, and then my son Aaron, which you can also see his last name. He's a Steelers fan, and of course Flinttown's a shitty Lions fan, and I'm the Bears fan. Caleb all the way. All right, so today's episode, we're going to go through our week 1 picks, and then we're going to pick a fantasy player. We'll have Flint go first, and then Aaron, and then I'll go last. Save the best for last. So,
Second to
all right.
best.
So tomorrow night, or when this podcast is released on Thursday morning, tonight will be the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles starting the season off. So, who do you got, Flinttown?
I have the Eagles.
Eagles, yep.
Hands down, Saquon Barkley. Or hands down, and
Eagles, yeah.
Eagles. Without Michael Parsons and Jerry Jones's whole thing, yeah. Eagles.
All right. So, what one player are you keeping an eye on?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon.
You think he's gonna have another monster year?
I do think he's gonna have a monster year. I know the Madden curse, but
yeah,
I do. That team is stacked, so I have to say Saquon.
Okay, I got you. All right, what about you, Aaron? Who you got, Philly or Dallas?
I got the Eagles. I think their defense is going to struggle a little bit because they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But I think they're the Super Bowl winning team. They'll come right back, and they'll destroy the Cowboys.
All right, what player do you have fantasy football player?
I also have Saquon. They lost Micah Parsons. The Cowboys had the 24th ranked defense last year. And
look at you throwing out stats.
I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah, I think Saquon's gonna have a same game this year. It's insane year. Yeah.
All right. So, do both of you think that Philly's just gonna destroy Dallas?
I do.
You do?
I do.
You do? Okay. So I pick Philly as well, but I think it's gonna be a closer game than what you two think. So I know Dallas's defense sucks.
Yeah,
but
their offense.
They got the former Chicago Bear head coach, Eberflus. So, but he's a good defensive coordinator. He was a great defensive coordinator. So I think he'll keep the game within reason for Dallas because Dallas's offense is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So you got Dak coming back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who the running back's going to be. You got Javonte Williams back there and I think Jaden Blue, and I can't remember who else is back there. But my player to watch is going to be George Pickens.
Yeah.
So, I think he's going to get plenty of targets, being the number 2. He's got CeeDee Lamb there. So I think Dak and that offense will keep the game close, and then along with Eberflus's defense. Think how bad this sucks for Eberflus. He went from the Bears, who we have no pass rush, that he thought he was getting Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
then they traded him.
Yeah,
so that's got to suck for him.
Nah, that's got to be terrible.
I'm in agreement. I think Philly's going to win. I just think it's going to be a closer game. It's a divisional rivalry.
Yeah.
Usually those games are pretty close, especially to start the season.
I think
I was going to say you.
Let me speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you're right too, because it is the first game of the year. Yeah. And normally it takes a couple games to get rolling.
Yeah. Is that
what you think too, Aaron?
I just think it's going to be a little bit more of a kind of a shootout, just with it's two high-power offenses, and who knows? It's week 1.
All right, next game is Friday night, and I believe that game's in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And Sao Paulo, however the Espanol you say that.
Portuguese.
So, all right, we got. Oh yeah, it's Portuguese. Thank you, son. All right, Kansas City Chiefs playing the home team, the LA Chargers. So, Flinttown, who do you got in that game?
I have the LA Chargers.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have the LA Chargers because Kansas City always starts slow.
Yeah.
Every week 1 first game, they've always started slow.
All right, what about your player to watch?
Actually, the rookie Hampton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The rookie running back. He's named the starter. Hampton, I have him kind of to watch.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Jim Harbaugh loves to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I kind of
Yep.
Harbaugh, when he was in Michigan, run.
Yep.
Second is pass. So
Yep. All right, what about you, Aaron?
I think the Chiefs are going to win it. I mean, they're just a team to beat, and I don't think the Chargers have it in them to beat the Chiefs in week 1.
All right, who's your player to watch on that?
Xavier Worthy, I think, is a player to watch. He's going to be the number 1 wide receiver until Rashee Rice is gone. Travis Kelce had a bit of a down year last year. So can he bounce back, or is Worthy still going to be the guy getting most of the targets?
Right. Yeah. Rashee Rice is out 6 games.
Yep.
So he's suspended 6 games. So Worthy has to step up as the number 1 wide receiver. Also, I mean, they have Hollywood Brown, who people tend to forget. He was a little injured last year, but he's still he's a good deep threat along with Worthy. But all right, so I think the Chiefs are going to win. I don't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's kind of like one of those other ones where it's like Tom Brady. You just don't bet against. My player to watch is going to be Travis Kelce because of the down year he had. So this is what his stats were last year in the down year. 97 catches, 823 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the past 2 seasons, he's been under 1,000 yards receiving. So the past 2 seasons, he's kind of had down years. So I think because this is potentially his final season, I think Kelsey's going to ball out this year.
Yeah.
He's going to ball out for Taylor Swift and all the Swifties. And then they might get married during the season, so his jersey will say Kelsey Swift. And then all the Swifties, there you go. See? All the Swifties. That's an awesome kaboom. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, she's flexing. Yeah, she's flexing. So, I think he's going to ball out this year. I think the Chiefs are pissed that they got their butts kicked in the Super Bowl. I heard from somebody at work, they told me Patrick Mahomes got a haircut. So, he's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, all those stupid little things that you don't think about, I think they're focused, and I think they're going to make another Super Bowl run. I just think Kelsey's going to be, the center of that, because Rice is going to be out again for 6 games, and then we'll see what we're going to be. All right, so that's our first disagreement. All right, so start the next game up. I got Tampa Bay and Atlanta. So they are playing in Atlanta. So who do you got, Flinttown?
I have Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I think Tampa Bay is underrated team defensively and offensively. And Baker Mayfield balls out.
He does.
A lot of people don't give Baker Mayfield credit, and he balls out.
Yeah. And you're one player to watch?
I can't go against them. Mike Evans, continuous player, every year 1,000 yards, always putting up fantasy numbers. So I gotta say Mike Evans.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Aaron? Tampa or the Falcons?
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just think they're a team with a higher floor, and they're just more stable, consistent team. They are underrated. They almost beat the Commanders last year in the playoffs. And Baker is a top 10 quarterback, nearing top 5. I don't think he's up there, but he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. And that team just has the ability just to run through other teams.
What about the player to watch?
Player to watch, I think, is Drake London. It's new year. Okay. He has some experience with Michael Penix, but still not a whole lot of room, just where they've played together. And Tampa Bay had the 30th ranked defense last year. So they added Will Johnson in the secondary, but that defense in the secondary could still be suspect. And it's Drake London. He just had a monster game.
Right. But you still pick the Bucs to win.
I still pick the Bucs to win.
Yeah. All right. So between these two teams, since they're in the same division, which team do you think will be the division winner between these two, over the course of the season?
I think it's the Bucs.
Bucs. What about you, Flint?
Toss-up, but
yeah, it is.
I do think it would be the Bucs.
Okay. So both you guys picked the Bucs. I picked the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I picked the Falcons is because it's a home game for them.
Yeah.
This one was tough to pick for the fact that, Baker, like you said at Flinttown, he balls out.
Yeah.
And fantasy football wise, Baker was top 5 quarterback last year, I believe. But they lost their offensive coordinator. Their offensive coordinator went to Jacksonville. So I want to see how that affects the offense. Chris Godwin's not playing until probably like October.
Yeah.
But they have Mike Evans, and they also drafted that, I can't say that guy's last name. Yeah, Agbuka. Yeah. And apparently he's a stud. So we'll see how he goes. But I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson. And my player to watch is going to be Pitts. So like every year we all think Pitts.
Yeah.
Every year we think Pitts is going to ball out. And so this offseason, Michael Penix and Pitts kind of hung out, and Penix keeps saying that Pitts is going to get the ball. So we'll see. So that's my fantasy player to watch is Pitts, to see if he finally lives up to his, top 5 pick.
And I heard with Pitts has been running wide receiver routes too.
Yeah.
So
and I think he's in a contract year. Yep.
Yeah.
He's in a contract year. Now, if he sucks this game, like if you have him fantasy, drop him. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen this first game, it's going to be the same old with him.
Also,
all right. Next up, we got. Yeah.
I also just want to add, the Falcons. They swept the Bucs last year. It was 2 very close games. So, like you said, the Falcons, you think they're going to win? I think it's very possible. I just think the Bucs are the better team.
Yeah. All right. Next one is the Battle of Ohio. We got Cincinnati versus Cleveland. Who you got, Flint?
This is an easy one.
Yeah.
I got to go with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's almost a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
And Chase. You got to go
Brown?
with Chase. No, Jamar Chase.
Oh, Jamar Chase. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamar Chase. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a very safe pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Aaron?
I think Cincinnati's going to win it. They're just best offense in the league. That defense, a little tough, but
the defense is awful.
It is awful.
It is.
Yeah.
But the Browns, I don't think they're a good team at all.
Right. Not even with Flacco?
No.
No? All right. Who's your player? Who's your player to watch?
My player to watch is Chase Brown, just to see how well he will fit in the offense. He did great last year, but Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, both just got their extensions. That offense is going to need a lot of passing, a lot of scoring. So if Chase Brown can fit into there, it would be good for him. If he can't, I don't know.
Yep, I picked Cincinnati as well. I think they're going to blow out Cleveland. I do think Joe Flacco will have a decent game because Cleveland loves Joe Flacco. That's why he went back.
Yeah.
Their coach is really good. Stefanski's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
My player to watch is also Chase Brown. He's been getting drafted in fantasy leagues like in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
So can he live up to being a 2nd round running back drafted? There's a lot of projections that have him that he's probably going to score like 12 to 15 touchdowns this year in that high-powered offense.
Yeah.
And also because their defense is so bad that they're going to have to score a lot. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Chase Brown is my player to watch as well. All right, next up, we got Miami and Indianapolis Colts. Who you got, Flint?
I have Miami. And I don't know. That is one of them games that it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Like, can Tua stay healthy, and not pretty much fall on his head?
Can he stay alive?
Can he stay alive? Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Colts just, who knows what's going on with that? You know what I mean? So I have to go with Miami. And I was going to say Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He normally has good seasons. He's probably one of the fastest wide receivers. He gets the ball. He scores touchdowns. So
yeah.
All right. What about you, Aaron?
I think I have to go Miami too. It's not a cold game, so I mean they're all healthy.
It's also in a dome.
Yeah,
it's also in a dome.
Yeah. They're all healthy. So it's just week 1. I think Dolphins going to go out there. Colts, you don't really know what they're like. Daniel Jones, not a good quarterback at all. So
yeah. All right, well, who's your player to watch?
I also say Tyreek. Down year last year, but Tua wasn't there, so if those two can connect, I think Tyreek's gonna have to launch their game.
We're all in agreement here. I'm picking the Dolphins. Also, Tyreek to watch.
Yeah.
Aaron, you said he had a down year. Last year he had 81 catches and only 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
how many yards? Do you know how many yards he had?
I didn't write that down.
Right.
I think it might have been less than 1,000, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not too
probably.
Sure. But I don't think he was voted team captain, so he's got a lot to prove because he did ask for a trade. But I mean, we'll see how he does. But I'm in agreement. Tyreek Hill is the one to watch, and then I think the Dolphins will easily beat the Colts. All right, next up, we got 2 of the latest expansion teams back in the day: Carolina Panthers and Jacksonville Jaguars.
I picked Carolina.
Okay.
I am interested in this game. I kind of want to watch this game because there's a lot of young players that, like Leggett, and then what's his name that Panthers drafted first round, wide receiver. Yeah. And then, with Travis Hunter and all that. And I kind of I do think T-Law is going to be better this year, but I have to say Carolina is going to win this game. But the person to watch is Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially in fantasy, because I think you can get both points for defense and offense. It counts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, should. Yeah.
So
I think it just depends how your commission, your league sets it up. But I think for the most part,
yeah.
All right, what about you, Aaron? Who do you got, Carolina or Jacksonville?
I got Carolina. They had a really, really hot end of the year last year, and I just think that they'll win the game. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, he's inconsistent. We don't know if he's going to be good or bad, so it's just really a toss-up.
All right, your player to watch?
Travis Hunter. I think him getting the defensive stats in fantasy will help him out too, and you can put him at defensive player in some leagues. So is that going to be super unfair? Just him getting at least 10, 15 points per game.
Kind of like how Taysom Hill was a tight end, but he played quarterback, and you could put him. If he started at quarterback, you could still put him at tight end. You got extra points.
Yeah.
So I have a different pick. I have Jacksonville. The reason being is because of Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
The Duval. Yeah.
He does it perfect.
Yeah, he did. So what he did with Baker last year, I think he might be able to get not the same as what he got out of Baker, but I think he can get something similar with Trevor Lawrence. You got Brian Thomas Jr. there. My player to watch too is Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Because for the fantasy aspect, because if he can get defensive points in your league, if he gets 3-4 catches in a game, 50 yards, and he scores a touchdown, on top of getting tackles or interceptions or whatever, that's going to be a good defensive player for your team. Now, if he's just a wide receiver, I think he's a last round pick for a wide receiver. He's number 2 there. You got Brian Thomas is the stud there.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, I don't know, they got Travis Etienne, but they got a couple other backup running backs that I think they're splitting. So I'll go with Jacksonville on that. All right, next up we got the Las Vegas Raiders at New England Patriots. Where you got, Flint?
I have New England. Drake May, I think it's going to be a continue. Drake May did really good his rookie year. He looks like the future. Vegas really doesn't Geno Smith was a good quarterback, but I don't know if he's going to translate to the Raiders, like the Seahawks. But on my pick is New England, but I say Ashton Genty for the fantasy.
Yeah.
Yep. And what about you, Aaron?
I picked New England as well. I think they have a really strong defense, and I don't think the Vegas Raiders stand a chance against New England at all.
All right, and who do you pick as your fantasy player?
Travion Henderson. He had a really, really good preseason. Just want to see if it was a fluke or if it's gonna carry on into the regular season.
Yeah, so like I think he's taken over the starting job over Stevenson.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts because the Patriots jumped up in the draft to draft Henderson because my Bears were going to take him.
Yeah.
But they got the pick ahead of us, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders on it. One reason is because Tom Brady is part owner, and you don't bet against Tom Brady. I like Pete Carroll as the coach. Love him as a coach when he was in Seattle. And I think the combination of him and having Ashton Genty, who is my player to watch too, I'm curious to see how much Ashton Genty's going to ball out this year.
Yeah.
He has potential to be like a league winner. He's going in a lot of the first rounds in the drafts for fantasy wise. So I think he definitely is a player to watch. New England, I think, will be better this year, but I think the Raiders could pull it off. All right, next up, we got Arizona Cardinals and New Orleans Saints.
I have Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, New Orleans Saints is almost a dumpster fire like the Cleveland Browns. So,
yeah.
And I got Maserati Marv.
Okay. All right, what about you, Aaron?
I got the exact same. I got the Cardinals. I just think the Saints are the worst team in the league. They're not going to be able to do anything.
Right, and the player to watch
is Marvin Harrison Jr. He had about
Marvin Harrison.
900 yards last year. Can he do better this year? Probably. So, shaking hands.
Yeah, I picked the Cardinals. I do think New Orleans is going to be the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league. My player to watch is Chris Olave, just to see if he can be a good fantasy wide receiver with Spencer Rattler. I think Olave will have better fantasy value if Tyler Shuck was the quarterback. I think he's more of a gunslinger type for the deep ball, and Olave got hurt last year, right? He had like a concussion or something, and he was out. Yeah. So he's my player to watch just to see how well he comes back on this awful New Orleans team. All right, next up is my son's favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. Who you got, Flint?
I'm sorry, buddy. I got the New York Jets.
Wow, okay.
And the only reason is I hate Aaron Rodgers that much. And I like Aaron Glenn as a head coach. I hope for him to do good. If Pittsburgh got anyone other than Aaron Rodgers, I probably would have went with Pittsburgh. But
all right, who's your player to watch?
My player is DK Metcalf, though.
Okay, that's a good pick. How are you, Aaron?
I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game because both offenses suck. But I just think that the Steelers, I mean, they beat them last year pretty bad. I don't think the Jets stand a chance. Justin Fields looks horrible. And
so who's your player to watch?
My player is DK Metcalf. Can he shine with Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback? Hopefully.
I think that's a good fantasy pick because he's going to get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because who's your number 2 wide receiver?
Calvin Austin. So.
Yeah, and then who's your number 3?
That's a good question. Oh, Roman Wilson.
Yeah, who's from Michigan who sucks.
Yeah.
So.
No, Rome.
That's the only reason why I said that. Yeah.
Tell you what, Rome actually has been making some buzz.
Yeah, no, he's been
and Calvin Austin.
Yeah, Calvin Austin's been making a lot of buzz for training camp.
Yeah.
So I picked Pittsburgh as well. That's because, like, even though I have to side with Aaron Rodgers on this, I'll pick him over Justin Fields.
I get it.
Justin Fields is my player to watch because this dude could be a great fantasy player with how much he runs. The problem is he can't throw. Now, if he can get that connection with Garrett Wilson that could be dynamic. All Justin Fields has to do is if he plays average and with his running ability, he would be like a top 15 fantasy quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin Fields is my player to watch. I'm just in agreement with Aaron. Like Justin Fields sucks, and so I'll go with Pittsburgh just because I think, like I'm a Tomlin fan, so I'll go with that.
I like Tomlin too. But
yeah.
I just
next up we got the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders.
I gotta say Washington to Commanders, easy pick. I feel, and Jaden Daniels, like how he played last year for a quarterback, he brings a lot of fantasy points.
Yeah, he does. That's your player to watch?
Yep.
All right, what about you, Aaron?
I'm picking the Washington Commanders. They're just a better team. I do think it'll be lower scoring. The New York Giants defense is really, really good, especially with that pass rush. Their offense is questionable, especially because Jackson Dart's starting, right? Or is it Russ?
No. Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Russ.
So maybe him and Neighbors get a good connection going, but that offense it's iffy.
Mr. Unlimited. Who's your player to watch?
My player to watch is Deebo Samuel. You just got to see how he fits into that Washington offense. Is he going to be, like the running back type we saw in San Francisco, or is he going to be more of a wide receiver?
Right. All right. Well, I picked the Commanders as well. Deebo is my player to watch. And the reason being is because he came out of training camp looking like Eddie Lacy. And when we saw him in that last preseason game, he looked pretty good and pretty quick. So maybe he's got something to prove, getting traded to the Commanders and everything. He's making a lot of money this year. He doesn't have to be the number one guy because you got Terry McLaurin there. Yeah. So they're going to use him, like what you said, like as a running back, as a slasher. So I think Deebo will be fun to watch. How many weeks do you think until Jackson Dart starts?
That's a good question because the end of last year, Russell Wilson had a complete fall off. I watched it. Yeah. It was bad. So he may not start hot, so he might start earlier for Jackson Dart.
He did beat the Commanders when we went to that game.
He did. Yeah.
What about you, Flynn? How many weeks do you think Dart?
If Russell Wilson loses 3 games in a row or 4 games, then I think people are going to be calling for Dart.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be some fire, but I say let Dart sit. And let him learn because I think he is the future for that franchise.
Yeah, I think he's I think that quarterback room is probably the most fun out of the NFL. You got Jameis Winston, you got Mr. Unlimited, and then you got Jackson Dart, who is feeding W's to Jameis.
Yes.
He's like, eat the W. He's like, eat the W. Yeah. So I think Dart should sit for the season because he could learn from both of them. Especially Jameis was a first-round pick.
Yep.
Russell Wilson's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He could learn a lot from them. But I think with the pressure in New York and Dable, Brian Dable, could potentially be his last season. Yeah. I think they might go if they start off losing pretty bad, they'll probably switch to Dart and to see what Dable can do with Dart. Yeah. But yeah, I really like that quarterback room. I think that would be a fun one to if we had Hard Knocks on that.
Oh man.
All right, next up we got the Tennessee Titans and Denver Broncos.
I have Denver, Bo Nix. You got Marvin Mims. You got a all around a good team. I do like Tennessee. I feel like they're young. Cam Ward is actually my to watch player because I actually think Cam Ward's gonna ball out.
Okay.
I feel like he's got a work ethic. They said he's the first one in the building working harder than anyone. So maybe it won't show on paper right away, but I do think Cam Ward down the line is going to be a legit quarterback.
Is that your player to watch too?
Yeah, Cam Ward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Aaron?
I think Denver's going to win it. They have a really, really strong defense. And Tennessee's offense, I just think they're going to struggle. And Cam Ward's new. But my player to watch is Calvin Ridley because of Cam Ward. If he can be a wide receiver 1 for fantasy, or if he just does not produce.
Yep. Yeah, ever since his gambling, like being suspended for a year.
Yeah.
And then I guess he was going through some mental health stuff too.
I
picked the Denver Broncos as well. I just think they're a better team.
Yeah.
They do have a great defense. They got Sean Payton, who's going to get that offense clicking again with Bo Nix. My player to watch is going to be J.K. Dobbins, because is this guy a starting running back? Like, he's their starter, but can he stay healthy? I know he showed a lot of flashes for the Chargers and the Ravens when he was healthy. But besides J.K. Dobbins, like in the second round, they drafted that R.J. Harvey guy, which I had to look up his stats because I didn't know anything about R.J. Harvey. And he's been going in fantasy drafts probably about like the 12th, 13th round.
Yeah.
And so last year for UCF, he ran for 1,500 yards, scored 22 touchdowns, and had 3 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
So if Dobbins gets hurt, or if he doesn't fill that slot as a starting running back, R.J. Harvey would be a good pickup if he's available in anybody's fantasy leagues. All right, so next up, we will go to San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
I say San Francisco. I feel like the 49ers are going to win. Seattle, they don't got DK anymore. They don't got Geno Smith. Who's their quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
JSN. Oh, quarterback Sam Darnold and JSN. Like,
I mean, JSN is good.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, I think, was good with the Vikings because you had 2 top 10 wide receivers and a decent offensive line.
Yeah.
So I got to go with the 49ers, and I say Ricky Pearsall.
Okay. All right, what about you, Aaron?
I have the Seattle Seahawks winning this game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just think the 49ers, they have wide receiver trouble. They have Ricky Pearsall, and Jawan Jennings is in like disputes because he wants an extension. Yeah. They lost Debo. Brandon Ayuk's still out. So that's a little tough for them. And
all right, who's your player to watch?
My player to watch is K9, Kenneth Walker. The Seahawks are going to try to go with a run identity. They're going to try to run the ball a lot. So we'll see if Kenneth Walker, if he can keep up with that, or if it's going to be more of him splitting carries with Zach Charbonnet, and can he just stay healthy?
Yep. Well, all right. So I picked the 49ers. My player to watch is going to be CMC to see if he can come back to fantasy relevancy, now that he's healthy. I just think with Brock Purdy, CMC, and Kyle Shanahan, that there's just too much there for Seattle to compete. All right. Well, the next game, we're going to save second to last. All right. Because the next game on the list is Detroit Green Bay. We're going to save that second to last. So we'll jump over to Houston and the LA Rams.
I want to say Houston. I'm going to take Houston.
Okay.
Who knows about Stafford? To be honest, like, I know he was having back problems or something. I don't even know what's going on with Stafford. If he's hurt or if he's not in the game, Jimmy Garoppolo's gonna bring him to success now.
Jimmy G's pretty though.
Jimmy G is pretty.
That dude's pretty.
I would say the Texans all the way. I know they still don't have Tank Dell, right?
Oh, right.
But I mean, Nico, CJ, I think CJ is going to have a bounce back year.
Yeah.
And even like last year wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
He just
They still made the
ball
playoffs.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made they made the playoffs. But I would say my watch player for fantasy, Puka. Puka, you can't go wrong with Puka.
Of course.
And
he's going in the drafts that I've seen, like in 12-team drafts, he's been going like between 8 to 14. So like that's potentially a first round or beginning a second round pick. So yeah, Puka's a good one to watch. All right, what about you, Aaron?
I have the Rams winning this one. I think Stafford's going to be healthy. They have that amazing defense that just played super well last year. My player to watch is Davante Adams. He's going to be the wide receiver number 2, and and he performed as a wide receiver number 2. Just to see,
yeah. I picked the Rams as well. I just think Sean McVay, and I think Stafford's going to be all right. Stafford is, I mean, I can't say anything bad about him. Like, I mean, the dude just like he broke his shoulder in a game once, and he's still.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's one tough SOB.
I don't think this is the first year. I don't think this is the first year where he's had like a bad back. So I think they'll manage him pretty well. That's going to be a close game though. Like Houston's a good team. And I think Sean McVay and Stafford will probably pull it out because they have Puka and Davante Adams. But my player to watch is going to be Kyron Williams. So I got some stats. The past 2 years, he scored 14 touchdowns and 12 touchdowns. So 26 touchdowns rushing in the past 2 seasons. And then last year, rushing, he had just under 1,300 yards of rushing. This guy gets no fantasy football love. I was able to get him in a lot of like 3rd round, even I've seen him drop to 4th round and everything in a lot of drafts. But like, I mean, McVay likes to run the ball.
Yeah,
we see all the flash, like what he does with the formations and everything. But he still likes running the ball. So that's why I picked Kyron Williams.
Yeah,
I think that was a smart pick too.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Baltimore and Buffalo. Probably the 3rd best game of the week is going to be Baltimore and Buffalo. Who you got, Flint?
It's a toss-up, to be honest. I got to go with Buffalo, though. I got to go with Buffalo.
Them. Yep.
It's at their home.
Yep.
They're 2 great teams. It's almost like I said, it's a toss-up because they can both. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
And I gotta pick Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like he's the first quarterback that always goes in fantasy drafts. He's on my fantasy draft in one of them. So I gotta go with Josh Allen.
All right, what about you, Aaron?
I'm gonna go with Baltimore here. I love Lamar Jackson. I think he's gonna ball out this game. And I think Derrick Henry's going to have an amazing game because last 2 times they played, I mean, when they played last year in the regular season, he had 200 rushing yards. And when they played in the playoffs, he still had 80. I think he only had 87, but they were down in most of that game.
So Derrick Henry's your player to watch?
No, my player to watch is actually James Cook. He did not have that great of games when he played against Baltimore twice last year. And I just want to see if his high touchdown count last year, if it's a fluke or if it's something that's going to stay consistent with this year.
Right. So I picked Baltimore as well. I mean, this game, all joking aside, I said like this is the 3rd best game. But this could potentially be like the best game of the week. I mean, they're both. I think Lamar Jackson has something to prove because he probably should have won MVP last year. I thought Josh Allen had better numbers until my son told me to look it up, and I looked it up, and Lamar Jackson actually had better numbers than Josh Allen,
really?
Which was surprising. Yeah, but he would have won his 3rd MVP, and it's like, oh, maybe they just didn't want to give him a 3rd one, and then gave it to Josh Allen. But Josh Allen, I mean, he deserved it, but I didn't realize how good of a season. So if you guys got time, if you're listening, check out the stats between those 2 last year. You'll be surprised that Lamar Jackson had a lot better season.
Yeah.
But my player to watch is going to be Derrick Henry as well. I want to see, like, what gets lost from last season is Derrick Henry ran for 1,900 yards last year. Like we all talked about Saquon with his backflip jump, rushing for 2,000. rushing for 2,000 yards, but he needed that last game of the season to get over it. And Derrick Henry's over here, like 1,900 yards, like, and nobody's really talking. And he's like he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
So if they're just a well-coached team. Both teams are well-coached. James Cook is a good pick because I'm curious to see what he's going to do. They finally paid him. I didn't think they were going to pay him.
Yeah.
But they did. That one is definitely going to be a fun game to watch.
Also,
all right, so we'll move. Yep.
Just a little thing. Saquon did not play the last game of the season last year.
Oh, he didn't play the last one. He played the game before a half. Okay, thanks. He's I'm gonna change your name to Stat Boy. That's what you
Lamar 41-4.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the game that we skipped, and it's because it's one of Flint's teams, and I would have saved the Steelers, but the Steelers are playing the Jets. Like nobody cares about that. So the next game we'll talk about, probably the second best game of the week, is going to be Detroit and Green Bay. So all you, Flint.
Give me Detroit, baby. Give me Detroit. I think Detroit loves. Everybody's talking about Green Bay, Michael Parsons. They're the favorites to win the North now. Like, it totally switched overnight. It doesn't take one player.
No.
Like, Michael Parsons, amazing player. Don't get me wrong. It takes more than one player to take a team, to flip it like that.
Yeah.
I can't root against my team, especially on Green Bay.
You're right.
Especially on Green Bay. And I think Gibbs is going to ball out. Gibbs is going to ball out.
Yep. So who's your player to watch? Is that your player to watch?
Gibbs. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Aaron? Who you got?
Also going to Detroit. I just think they're a better team. And my player to watch is also Gibbs. We saw him last year when David Montgomery was hurt. He exploded. Like, even when those two were playing together, he exploded. But I think Jahmyr Gibbs now, he's going to be more of a one this year, like getting more and more touches, and they're going to get Montgomery a little bit less. So I just think Gibbs is going to be a monster.
So this one's tough.
Do you need some do you need a sip?
After I give my pick for this game, I'm probably gonna need a sip of the Flinttown Sweet Juice. All right. So Green Bay.
I don't want to.
This pains me to say. They are the division favorites now after getting Micah Parsons. And that defense was already pretty good. Yeah. And now they have two pass rushers, Rashawn Gary, and then now you got Micah Parsons coming out of it. Yeah. I think his back will be fine. I just think it's just something that they put out there because he didn't want to practice in Dallas and everything, so he was just using his back as an excuse. But I think he's going to be a difference maker. Like before the trade, I'm like, this game's Detroit all day. Yeah. Right? I'll never pick Green Bay. Right? Just like in my fantasy football teams, I would never pick a Green Bay Packer on my team. Won't do it. But this one was really tough because a lot of, like, if you look at who got better in the offseason, well, Green Bay got better. They got Micah Parsons, right? They're coming back with Matt LaDouche. They got awful Jordan Love. They drafted a wide receiver, so they have a lot of like B-rated wide receivers. Like the talent, Detroit has the talent. But this is what's important to me is coaching, right? Detroit lost a lot of coaching.
Yeah.
Like they lost their defensive coordinator. They lost their offensive coordinator.
I don't want to hear it.
So my player to watch is actually Jared Goff. Like how is he going to perform without Ben Johnson? Like what kind of offense is it going to look like? Is it going to look the same? Is it going to they have to be high powered to beat this Green Bay team.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they can be without Ben Johnson. And we'll see. I mean, you guys got that Tesla guy, Who the hell is he? Who knows? But Detroit loves him.
I know him. He's a Razorback.
Well, you know, because he's a Razorback. So Aaron knows him because he's a Razorback.
Yep.
But man, like Jared Goff's my player to watch. But the team I have to pick is going to be the fucking Detroit Lions because fuck Green Bay. Because I'm not picking Green Bay. Fuck Green Bay. We don't like Green Bay. After all that, I fucking said that. Fuck Green Bay. G&G, that's for you. All you Green Bay fans. Fuck you and that Micah Parsons guy. He ain't going to do shit. Detroit Lions, one pride. Gay pride all the
way. One pride.
That's right. One pride. Just that one rainbow color. There you go. Yeah, no, I'm picking Detroit. I can't ever root for the fucking Packers. Fuck them.
Neither can I.
All right. So now the game in the week, Monday Night Football. We got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Bears. Who do you got, Flint?
Ooh.
That's all right. I know you're a J.J. McCarthy fan.
Two divisional, just like Detroit and Green Bay, two divisional teams.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I don't think J.J. is going to have a great game.
Yeah.
It's his first ever NFL game. He's already lost Addison for what? Is it 3 weeks?
I think 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So they don't have Addison. That's a downer, right? Jefferson, is Jefferson A-okay?
I haven't heard about it. He's got a hamstring issue. So I don't think he didn't play at all in the preseason. I don't know if he's been practicing. I haven't looked at it this week. But, I mean, I would think he's going to play. But, you know, hamstring, soft tissue-ish injuries, I mean, you don't know.
Yeah. I do got to go with Chicago.
That's
I got to go with Chicago. I want to see what they can do. I do think there's just so many question marks with Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
With JJ's first game, JJ's first season. But the player to watch, I say Jefferson.
Yeah.
You know, he's top 3.
If he's playing, yeah.
If he's playing, Jefferson, he's a top 3 wide receiver. JJ's going to go to him
a lot.
You know, mostly. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be his shutdown or Hawkinson. So either JJ or Hawkinson, I say to keep an eye on.
Yep. All right, what about you, Aaron?
I think the Bears are going to win it. That defense is going to give J.J. McCarthy a lot of trouble. There's a great secondary, and their linebacker core is really good, too. My player to watch is Rome Odunze. He's the wide receiver 2 now, not the 3. And Caleb Williams, I think he's going to take...
Ooh.
What?
He was never 3.
He was 3. He was definitely 3 behind Keenan and DJ Moore.
Bald Keenan Allen was not number 2.
Yes, he was. Bald Keenan Allen was number 2.
All right.
He was the number 3. Now he's the number 2. I think Caleb Williams is going to step up this year, and Rome Odunze is also going to step up right with him.
All right. So obviously, I'm going to pick the Bears. And now I can correct my son. Odunze is the wide receiver 1. They're treating him like the 1. Because DJ Moore, they're using like in the Debo role.
Right.
He's going to be playing running back. He's going to be going out of the slot and things. Odunze is going to be the number 1 is how they're treating training camp. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bears obviously because of this guy. Because of fucking Caleb.
Yeah.
Now I'll talk about Minnesota. I think I agree with you. I agree with you that JJ is going to struggle. It's going to be his first game. He might not have Jefferson. He hasn't really been practicing with Jefferson. Addison's gone. He does have Hawkinson. They don't really have a running game. Like I'm not too confident. Aaron Jones.
No, me either.
And Jordan Mason. Yeah. I think later on in the season, I think JJ will develop and get better once he has his Addison back. Justin Jefferson's healthy, and Hawkinson. That's 3 great receivers right there.
Yep.
But this game is all about, is Caleb the guy?
Yeah.
Is Caleb going to be the guy this year? We surrounded him with nothing but talent. We fixed that O-line. We got Ben Johnson. And, the Minnesota defense is hard. They blitz a lot with Brian Flores. But one thing that I love about Ben Johnson is he seems to be petty like me. Like a lot of Chicago fans, he seems to be petty. And the history is Flores fired and got rid of Ben Johnson on that Miami staff. So every time Ben Johnson goes up against Flores, I believe, you have to double check this, the Lions have scored at least 30 points against Flores because he tries, going up in points because of that. So that's what some of the headline is with this game is Ben Johnson still holds a grudge against Flores, and he's going to show, Flores blitz us. Now he doesn't have the Detroit offense. Right now I'm going to say, Caleb isn't Goff, but Caleb's more like a Mahomes.
Yeah.
So he'll never be a Goff. but Caleb is my player to watch because this is my bold prediction for the year. Caleb will have 45 touchdown passes this year and at least 4,500 yards passing. I think that's going to be his stats.
That's a lot. That's bold.
I think the Bears are going to win the division, and they're going to show it on Monday Night Football, like what they're all about. I think we're going to destroy Minnesota. I'm not too confident about our defense because Jalen Johnson's hurt, but I still think we're going to win. I know I'm putting you to sleep with all my Caleb talk.
No, I'm just.
I know. We're getting it's past 8 o'clock, so it's almost past your bedtime. I get it.
I also just want to add, JJ McCarthy's first game, prime time in Chicago, Monday night. That is just.
And he's from the area. He's from Chicago, so he's gonna have a ton of family there.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be he's gonna be nervous.
Lights maybe too bright.
He doesn't have another form. Yeah, he doesn't have another former Bears, head coach to settle him down and win him a national championship. So.
Hey, he's been in national bright lights before, winning national titles. But I do the NFL is totally different.
It's so much different.
Yep. Yeah, he's a rookie in his second year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I don't give him I think he's gonna be a good quarterback in the future. It's just he's gonna have to have them growing pains.
Yeah.
I think for him, I think his comparison is not a bad one. And I know people were whoa, that guy sucks. I think he'll be like an Alex Smith. Alex Smith, as long as you have he was when he had the right coaching, he was a good football player. When he was with Jim Harbaugh and other coaches, Andy Reid. He was a good. Was it Andy Reid? Yeah, I think he had Andy Reid the first year when they drafted Mahomes.
Well, if you have a stable coach too.
Yeah.
And they had Kevin O'Connell.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell is he's up there in coach. I love Kevin O'Connell. But all right, well, thank you. We are going to do this every week before every week's games. So we'll get better at this. We hope everybody had a good time. Flinttown, thanks for coming on. Taking time away from your Hollywood schedule.
Hey, week 2.
Yes. That's another reason why I picked Detroit, because I want both of us to be undefeated going into that game.
Oh, they played.
And then we could show. And Flint's going to that game. He's going
to that game.
Okay.
He's going. That way BJ can make him cry. So.
It's BJ's homecoming.
It is. That stadium is going to be loud as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm going to take some video when I'm there. It's going to be like playoff atmosphere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yeah, because you're going against a potential Super Bowl winner, like the Bears. So, and Bears fans travel well. There's going to be a lot of Bears fans there.
I don't know.
Please subscribe to the DadBod Sports Card Podcast, because this hobby is more than cardboard. It's about community, and we're just getting started.